VanderSloot. He is one of the most powerful and the richest men in Idaho. Most of us know him from Melaleuca or possibly the big 4th of July fireworks program. Of course, held every year in Idaho Falls, draws big crowds from all over the West.
Yeah, hundreds of thousands of people come to that thing, and it's a great event. But for over the next few days, we're going to show you a different side of VanderSloot. Nate Eaton joins us now with his very special report. Nate?
Mary, I first began working on this story back in August when I went to Salt Lake City to cover Melaleuca's annual convention. Thousands of people from all over the world were there praising the work of Frank VanderSloot. He's a man many of us know about, and some of us have strong opinions toward. But regardless of how you feel, you can't argue that he's become successful because of his hard work.
A lot of these are ours, a lot of those are boarded horses. So
Frank VanderSloot's life would make a great From Rags to Riches movie.
We've run about 100 mares of cutting horses.
Born the third of 4 children into a poor family.
My dad made $300 a month.
Frank grew up on a little farm in northern Idaho.
My mom did everything she could to save a penny, including scavenging behind the grocery stores every week to get all the tidbits of food and pieces of peaches and carve out the bruised spots.
Frank's dad worked on the railroad and was gone all week, so the kids took care of the farm, milking cows and keeping everything in order. The VanderSloots lived in a tiny house where Frank shared a bedroom with his brother.
My dad had used a chainsaw to cut a hole in the ceiling to make a bedroom for us boys, and it came right down into his bedroom.
Despite the challenges, Frank was happy and didn't realize just how poor his family was until one night when he heard his dad talking with his mother.
I heard him crying once to my mother, apologizing to her how he'd failed her and our family. Well, in my mind, he was a hero. They never knew I overheard that conversation, but it had an impact on me. It scared me. It scared me because I thought no one works harder than my dad.
Around this time, Frank was introduced to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. He ended up getting baptized when he was 17, and 2 years later decided to go on a mission. So he withdrew all the money from his bank account except $400 and departed for the Netherlands. 2 years later, he returned to eastern Idaho, where he began school at Ricks College. There, he met his first wife. They were married within a year of him starting school, and both had no money, so they moved into an old house that belonged to her father.
We put a swimming pool under the bed. That was our bathtub. I splurged and paid $20 for a hot water tank, and had a water tank, and I dug a new hole for the outhouse. And I dug it myself, and I thought, what could a bride want? I got a brand new hole for the outhouse.
Frank graduated from Ricks, then went to BYU, where he got a bachelor's degree in business administration. From there, his career skyrocketed. He went on to hold key management positions with 2 Fortune 500 companies. Then, in 1985, a friend came to him with a business proposition.
The idea to start a business using Melaleuca oil was not mine. It was Roger Ball's.
Frank listened to the proposal and liked what he heard, so he joined into the brand new wellness company. But within a few weeks, he discovered many problems.
We ran into several difficulties until it came to a point where we thought we need to close this down and start over.
And that's basically what they did. Frank and his partners dumped the multi-level marketing model and did a massive overhaul on the business.
I lost half the people the first month. Wow. Half of them gone. But our first month in business, we sold $75,000 worth of sales.
Since then, that number has only gone up, selling everything from vitamins, energy bars, laundry detergent, toothpaste, shampoos, and hundreds of other wellness products. Melaleuca has become one of the largest and fastest growing private companies in Idaho.
$859 million in sales last year.
And despite tough economic times this year, the company is expected to make even more. Astonishing when you think it all began with a boy from northern Idaho who grew up with almost nothing and now has almost everything.
It all seems very unreal and quite honestly undeserved. I don't know why we're blessed the way we are.
Well, coming up tomorrow night, we're going to discuss some controversial issues Frank's been involved in, from the Wolverine Canyon windmills to the battle with the Post-Register over a series the newspaper published about scouts who were molested by their leader.
Now, that doesn't mean there weren't mistakes made, and that doesn't mean that there weren't children that were molested, for Pete's sake. But I felt like they were trying to blame the wrong people.
We'll also talk about Frank's involvement with politics and find out if he'll ever run for office. That's tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. For now, I'm Nate Eaton for Channel 3 Eyewitness News.